Try to remain calm.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't you ever tell me what to do, you understand? If she tries to take my kids, I'll kill her.
Glad you and Wilkins made it out of there safe. You may have saved that girl's life tonight.
I got really scared thinking about losing you.
Lucy, is that him? Is that him? Is that the man that killed my husband? I want to talk to him. Don't kill my husband!
Wait.
He's the one that killed Andre!
I know.
What's important to remember are the facts of the situation. Andre Hughes was angry that night when he came through the door at you.
The wife says it doesn't make sense. There were no hostages. You was the perfect husband. They want to open up an investigation, so you just gotta be careful.
Court's adjourned. How many brothers do you have to kill?
There's people screaming outside of our house. Tell me what's going on.
They want to know, were you threatened by him or what he looks like?
You announced yourself as a police officer and instructed him to get on the ground, correct?
He's gone, sir.
If he's AWOL, I can't do anything to help him.
They say stick to the facts. He was angry. He had a weapon. He didn't respond to instructions. What was I supposed to do?
Police, get on the ground!
We want justice! We want justice!
Here is the cast of Blindfire. Brian Garafati, he plays Will Bishop. Sharon Leal plays Nikhil Wilkins. Desi Williams plays Allison Wade. Cheek Okonkwo plays Andre Hughes. Wayne Brady plays Devon. Bethany Joy Lenz plays Jan Bishop. Jim Beaver plays Sergeant Ward. Charles Robinson plays Albert Hughes. Tom Virtue plays Mr. Smith. Yvette Freeman plays Gail Hughes. Sam Ash Arnold plays Rosie Hughes. Nefertiti Spencer plays Maria. Cedric Begley plays Mark. Kevin A. Ross plays the judge. Robbie Stahl plays the SWAT officer. And Isaiah Frizzell plays Officer Mayo. Today on Pay-Per-View Cinema and Television, I'm going to be reviewing Blindfire. This is a cop movie based on true events. I looked up Blindfire and I was unable to find any such events. Nonetheless, Blindfire is said to be based on true events out in California. Now, when I think of this movie, it brings me back to mind the trial that is happening now for a Texas officer who killed a black woman named Atiana Jefferson. I could be pronouncing that wrong, please forgive me. She was in a home with her nephew playing video games. Aaron Dean showed up on her property. It was noted that he and his partner were responding to a call. However, Ms. Jefferson was unaware that these cops were on her property. Subsequently, Atiana was shot by the Texas cop. Dean said he saw a gun and shot Ms. Jefferson. Ms. Jefferson did not have a gun because she was unaware cops was at her home. The nephew's testimony contradicted the cop said, and hence Aaron Dean is on trial for murder. And I want to make the distinction. Atiana and her nephew was in the home playing video games. Aaron Dean was on her property once again. Ms. Jefferson noticed the cop, or rather she felt like heard someone on her property, and she grabs the gun. And because it is her property, she has the right to defend herself and her nephew. The cops saw Ms. Jefferson with the gun and shot. The nephew contradicts the officer, saying that she pointed the weapon towards or at him. She had not done that yet because she was not given time to do so, because as soon as he saw the gun, he shot her. All right? I wanted to get that clear. And as I was saying, Blindfire could be an adaptation or a spin-off from Atiana Jefferson, who was killed by said white police officer. And Hollywood made it known many, many years ago that they make movies based on real life events around the world. So this not far-fetched for me that they will use someone else's real life events to make money off of something, an idea of a cop movie. And Ms. Jefferson's not the only one they can, pull from. There's another incident, real life incident, where a Hispanic guy was murdered because somebody swatted him. The man opened the door, and as soon as he opened the door, a white cop who came on the scene behind other cops and just shot him. Didn't ask any questions. They didn't know if he was a hostage. They just shot. And they learned that he was swatted. All right? Let's get into it. Bio. Lives are left in pieces after a white cop responds to a hostage call and kills the black suspect, only to learn he may have been set up. Facing trial, he must find the person responsible while examining his own accountability. This movie was released on November 13, 2020. Of course, I'm late. I just saw it a few days ago. This is released on Amazon Prime. Director Michael Nail. And producer is Howard Barish. Barish, B-A-R-I-S-H. Screenplay is also by Michael Nell. All right, again, we already know the setting is based in California. Now, this is a swatting incident as well that took place, which led up to the murder of a black coach. So someone was called out to this residence by accident, if you will. The two officers heard noises in this particular residence, but it was not a hostage situation. Now, for those who have not seen this movie, I'm not going to give away everything. Now, this cop does lie on the victim, per usual. He said the victim did not comply. Okay? In this case, the coach was beloved by the community, and they wanted answers. The cop who murdered the coach went into a downward spiral after the shooting, and he went out of his way to prove his innocence, or, to clear his name. And in the end, his police department wanted to get him off. But the cop made a startling decision not to protect his police department. Everybody was stunned. Even the cop's wife, who he had alienated due to his misconduct. Blindfire was a good movie to me. I would give it 4 out of 5. I wish I had found some background information on this movie because it was based on a real life event. Once again, thank you for watching Pay Review and Cinema Television. Please like, subscribe, and share. That will get me in the algorithm of YouTube.